I'm Esther.
And I'm Susie. And this is Limited Time Only.
Brief, a pick-me-up in shorter podcast form.
Hello, Esther.
Hello, Susie.
And welcome to this week's edition of Limited Time Only Brief.
Brief. That's it, done. Bye. Goodbye.
That's it. And goodbye.
That was it.
So
Fin.
brief.
Fin. Au revoir. Mon petit pois.
Well, we have had a suggestion come through on from the Limited Time Only Community, which is basically a newsletter of manageable length. And
Infrequent.
I forgot the infrequent bit.
Yeah, that's really important.
It is important. It's very infrequent, actually. I think I sent one out in May, and it's now June.
And you sent that one twice.
I've sent it twice because I was incompetent. But anyway, thankfully, lovely Liz Stafford, lovely listener Lil Stafford,
Lil Stafford.
but on the gin,
Yes.
has suggested the topic of first world problems, which is magnificent. And I'm
Yes.
looking forward to discussing this because I think my life is filled with first world problems that I get very het up about and then realise
It's not a thing. I think we may come across as arseholes as we read our lists out, because we did actually have a little think about this beforehand, because we're very tired. We might not actually be able to
first
think
world
of
problem.
things. Yes.
No, I don't know if we'll come across as ours. I think we'll come across as, having first world problems.
Yes. English people with
difficulties.
with difficulties.
Do you want to start or shall I?
I will. I'm going to start by saying catching your sleeve on a fucking door handle. Oh my God. That makes me so angry. It makes me so angry. And a few years ago, I bought a beautiful dressing gown that's sort of silky from a vintage shop. And it's so beautiful, and it's white.
I think I've heard about this dressing gown before.
Yes, you might have. As I waft around in it during the summer months, it's got slightly billowy sleeves, and I catch my wizard sleeves on the door handles.
Your wizard sleeves.
Yeah,
this
my
sounds
wizard
like
sleeves.
a sort of, I don't know, medical condition.
I know. Well, have you never heard the term wizard sleeve? Do you know what it's another name for wizard sleeve is?
What?
Have you never heard the term wizard sleeve?
No, I haven't.
Oh God, Google it, Suze, and
I
don't
don't wanna
Google blue
Google it.
waffle either.
Oh my God, I don't want to know. Well,
No.
so what? You're sort of getting yanked back.
Just
Have
catch
you
everything.
have you ripped a hole in them?
No, but I in my wizard sleeves. No, I haven't. I catch my sleeves on everything. And yesterday, I got in quite late, and I put my pajamas on, and I walked along, and there's pockets, and the pocket caught on the freaking door handle, and I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? And it makes me so angry.
Yeah, I feel I do this a lot as well, and I did used to get angry, and now I kind of try and look at it as a sort of comical Laurel and Hardy style.
Yes,
Especially if I'm holding a drink or something in the other hand.
and then it slops everywhere.
Yeah, but it is that because you're going, and then you do.
Yeah.
It is comical, but it's also highly irritating. The other thing I've been doing recently a lot is banging my head.
Oh,
And
yes,
I think
you have.
This
Any
is
sense there
the
now?
thing. No.
Okay.
And it hasn't helped with the memory loss and all that. Maybe if I keep doing it,
Yeah.
it'll just improve me somehow. But it's
Okay.
infuriating. It's partly because I'm in the eaves of the house, and I mean I have been in here for 6 months now and should probably know.
And you
But-
are you allowed to leave? You've been in there for 6 months.
No, I'm
in the
just up
eaves
here
of the house.
recording this, and I
Cinderella.
don't go out. Just catch my sleeve on door handles and bash my head. That's my life. So no, it is. Well, is it a first world problem, or is it an unfortunate? I suppose it is, because if it makes you mad, but then you think about it and go, it's literally a sleeve on a door handle. But
Yeah.
why do we keep doing it? I would like to know, listeners, hello, how many of you catch your sleeve on a door handle?
Because I'm telling you now, my husband doesn't do it.
Right.
It's me. And so it's me. I don't know. Maybe
Do you
I'm
move
just
faster than him?
I do move quickly. Yes.
You do. You're like light. I can't. Sometimes I don't know where you are, and you're on
mean-
the other side of the room.
My, it's
but
like
your
Bugs
sleeve
Bunny.
is still on the handle. So I know you were there.
I pop it behind the sofa, and then I'm in the kitchen.
Yes.
Like a whirling dervish.
With these billowing sleeves.
That's such a funny image. It's like a cartoon. Reminds me of that episode of Friends where they're going first base Alan, second base Alan, third base Alan, just popping up everywhere. Which, if you haven't watched, you will be absolutely
No, but
not
I like
funny
the
in the
idea of
slightest.
First Base Alan.
Oh, it's a really old episode. I
I'll
probably
look
shouldn't
it
have
up.
said it because it sort of kills the atmosphere. But I think I just obviously am too close. I do move.
You move fast.
I move fast. My brain moves too fast. Everything moves too fast, and I probably am a bit wobbly as well. Just wobble into the door frame.
The wobbling thing. Actually, I'm a lot better than I was. I mean, I think all of this is hormonal, and I think there's a bit of the ADHD.
Oh, God,
I'd be interested I would genuinely be interested to know how many people regularly catch their sleeves, because this has been happening to me for my entire life.
Yeah, me too.
And I think other people probably are less inclined to catch their, not that I'm inclined to do it, but I think there's something there. But the wobbling thing, I was really unsteady on my feet a few months ago, but I actually think, brace yourself, guys. We're going to talk about estrogen. I think upping my estrogen has stopped that so much. My balance. Oh, I don't know. Look, medical people, just tell me what's going on. But I was wobbling a lot. So I was wobbling, banging my head, catching my sleep. I need help. I need to be strapped down.
You need to be let out the loft. Let out the loft. Let out of those eaves, Sue.
Yeah.
Run free.
Put the stilettos away.
Yes.
So that's a good one. That is a good one. Shall I do one?
Yes, please.
So I immediately thought of the first world problem of trying to book something and then discovering it's been sold out.
Oh, yes.
Because you now have to book things so far ahead.
Yes.
And for someone who lives their life by the seat of their pants, the edge of their wizard sleeve, I cannot cope. It's like it's hell.
You need to change the way you sit.
I know what it is now.
Okay,
I've worked it out.
Yes,
but I can't deal with having to book things. I can't do it because my life is unpredictable because of what I do. What I don't know what I'm doing 2 months ahead. I don't want to book a ticket for a show. I have booked so many tickets for shows that I can then not go and see. So many. But it's also I just wanted to take the kids to the theatre the other day. It's the Brighton Fringe. And I went to book a ticket and they'd been sold out. And I was like,
you're so right.
Why are you stopping me from doing stuff with my life?
Yeah.
You bloody organised people.
Yes.
There's women out there who are so organised. They're booking ahead. And then the people who aren't miss out.
Yes.
First world problem.
That's so true. That is so true. You have to think so far ahead now, don't you?
I don't want
for
to.
everything, and you can't kind of be spontaneous because, like you say, it's all booked up. We have to get these things organised, and even down to I'm coming down to London because we're up for an award, which is very exciting.
Drop that in there.
Drop that in, and I'm like, I have to book the tickets so far in advance, otherwise they've sold out, or I have to pay £300 to get to. It's
and a case
so
in point
ahead with everything
is things like I am actually going to see Robbie Williams on Friday.
Very exciting.
This week. I am thrilled. But I did make sure I was organised, and I had to pre-order his album to get on to get a code to be on the way to get into the ticket booking thing. And I was there, and I set an alarm, and I was there, and I was only 218 in the queue or something, and I got my ticket. As opposed to when I tried to book Oasis tickets and was completely unaware of this whole rigmarole that you have to go through. I log on time, and I was 218,000th in the queue.
Wow!
And didn't get a ticket. And then there was another opportunity for me to get a ticket a couple of weeks ago, and I did set an alarm, and I ignored it, and then later on in the day I went, oh balls, and I completely missed that. But never mind. Liam and Noel will not be getting my money, but Robbie. you can have it gladly. I'm
Well, I
looking
mean,
forward to it.
going back to the 90s, then that's who won, isn't it? Robbie against the Oasis, you know.
Oh.
So do you remember what was it he said? Robbie said, Liam, 100 grand of your money, 100 grand of my money. Let's have a fight. Well, Robbie won for you.
Did they have a fight? Did they actually have a fight?
No.
Oh.
No.
I'd have paid to watch that.
Would you?
Only £1, but I'd have paid. I mean, if everyone paid £1, they'd have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
So as on behalf of everyone who lives their life, at the last minute,
Yeah.
I am. It kind of affronts me that I have to change the way I exist so that I get to do stuff and my kids get to do stuff. But you know, it is a first world problem, because how the hell do you solve that? Maybe there should just be a collection of tickets. Put the tickets aside for the people that don't book ahead, because there are lots of it. There must be lots of people, and just give us a chance.
I know.
And
the thing is, but the whole of life is like this. I mean,
Yes.
The second thing that was on my list is it's kind of all under the same umbrella. Passwords, slow technology, tech in general, being in contact with people 24/7. It's like everything moves. I mean, it's all under the same umbrella for me. The fact that you can be contactable 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and so all these things and passwords and apps, and it's all supposed to make our life easier, but it doesn't. Because years ago, you'd just be given a check, and then you'd walk down to the bank and you'd just pay it in, and you'd see your friend and you go, "Oh, shall we pop for a coffee? Shall we pop for a coffee? Oh, yes, let's pop for a coffee." And then I'll go back and I'll get it. And now it's like, oh, I've had 27 messages and
27 coffees.
and my password's not working, and it's the same password, and it's not working.
Well, this fits under my second one as well, because I accidentally cancelled my debit card the other day because I signed up for a free trial of something, forgot to cancel it. Then my card company, which is very good, Monzo, highly recommend, comes to me and goes, "We don't recognise this. We've stopped the payment. Do you recognise this?" And I go, "No. What the hell is that?" Click cancel my card, and then I go, I better just check what that was, and then I realised it was something I had signed up for but forgot to cancel. So meanwhile, my card's been cancelled, wait for a new one. All the things that come out from that card are now going, "Oh, we haven't been able to process your..." I've pre-ordered Kirsty Gallagher's new book. Kirsty Gallagher guest, season 5, episode 1. Go back and listen to it. Pre-ordered a book, and now the Waterstones is going, "We can't process your payment because..."
Oh, God.
And I'm like, oh, no. And so many things. And I'm like, the domino effect of shite that I've created by being completely disorganized.
But but everything's supposed to make our lives easier, but it doesn't. It makes everything more complicated. You know, if you, I don't.
I'm enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this, Liz.
Thank you. Grumpy old women. You know, I remember years ago setting up an account as an actor and just going into Barclays Bank in Hagley Village and going in and having a meeting with the bank manager. "Oh, hi, Esther, come in. Oh, yes, we can sort that for you." Now it's whole systems and no bloody nuance and
talk to Jessica, our AI person. And I'm like,
and
Jessica,
also,
can you help me, or are you not real?
And also, none of the freaking options apply.
Yes.
So, like, they've got this new system at the doctors now where you can't phone up and book an appointment. You have to go through the Anima system where you have to, like...
Which is too close to enema for my liking.
Well, I thought it was anime, but yes, Enema, yes.
Enema.
And I said to me, like, "Do I have to use your anime system?" No. And I was typing in and I was just like, for fuck's sake. And it asked me a question. Which of these things apply? None of them. None of them apply. So then I asked for a description. I mean, I'm really getting ranty now.
You are.
And I wrote out this description. And then on the next page, "Can you tell us when this started?" And I just kept writing, "See my first post. See my first post." Because it wanted all this information from me and I've given it.
But at least, you know, you can then... What you have to think about with those things is, what if you really are technically unsavvy, or you're an elderly... I don't know whether... I don't know how people cope who don't... And you know, I was thinking earlier, so I look at adverts for things, I'm like, this is such a load of... Someone got paid.
Yeah.
There's an advert for mayo, Heinz mayo, and it's this guy dressed in a medieval outfit holding a plate of chips He's been shot with an arrow, and he's lying on a. It's like, yeah, he's been shot in battle, but he's holding a plate of chips with some mayo, sort of looking at it lovingly. And there's that, and then there's a thing at the top which says, "Heinz mayo is da best. Willing to die on that hill." I'm like, someone got paid.
God, a lot
someone
of
got
money.
paid for that.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely moronic. I mean, Liz, you really have highlighted how grumpy and disgruntled Esther and I are. I think this is our true colours coming out here, guys.
I think it is. I mean, one of the things that I wrote down, which actually made me laugh, because it's also, I didn't think that I'm a fussy eater. I really think, and then we went away with some friends, and then somebody said, I'll get a loaf and some margarine and some bacon, and then she bought it, and I was like, well, I'm not eating margarine.
Margarine, as my home economics teacher used to say.
Margarine. And then I realised, because I only eat sourdough, because I'm not really supposed to have gluten. So if I do, I'll only eat sourdough.
Okay.
For the most part, unless I'm at someone's house and there's literally no alternative. But I was like, oh no, I sourdough is what I like, and then can it not be organic salted butter? And and you suddenly go, oh, actually, this is a real first world problem, because I think I don't want to eat those things. I want to eat the good stuff. And then I thought, oh God, actually, I am quite fussy. It's just because you get used to what you eat at home, don't you? And then
but and then you think, well, it is a first world problem because there's food.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because my third one is too many pairs of glasses.
Yeah, I don't know.
So in the summer, and I have a problem because in summer I have to wear contacts mostly, because otherwise I've got my normal glasses, then my prescription sunglasses, and I'm going in and out of places just constantly.
Yes.
Taking, and then it's just
yes.
We are lucky that we have so many things.
Yeah.
But it also becomes a bind.
Yes.
Which is very much first world problem, and I think it's good to be aware that we are excessively lucky.
Yes.
But also, let's try and get back. I just want to go, and I don't know. Maybe I'll just go and live on a desert island.
Oh.
With the spear for fish and
mayo.
No mayo. I'll die on that hill.
Die on that island.
I will die on the island because I'd be so terrible.
I know, me too.
The world's worst. What's the word? Shipwrecky.
Yes, that's the classic phrase.
But maybe we should be sent to a desert island, Esther, because
I think
that is I'm exhausted.
I know.
God knows how the listeners are feeling.
I know, because I do get quite passionate about these things, and really, it is. We're incredibly lucky, and sometimes it's just nice to get these things off your chest.
It is, but I think there is something in that life is supposedly simpler because we have a lot of help from technology and stuff, but actually is more. It's far more stressful and far more complicated, and it does make me sad that technology has kind of improved yet worsened our lives. That's a topic for another day, isn't it? It's quite a complicated. Yeah, I do want to throw all my. I'm looking at an iPad and a phone, and I'm talking to a laptop, and I've got a microphone here, and I'm like,
yes,
let's throw them out the window.
I know,
but keep listening to Limited Time Only.
Yes, don't throw your phone away. Do that dog walk whilst listening to us. Drive that car listening to us.
Yeah, but do please let me know if you catch your sleeve on door handles, because I'm absolutely fascinated by this
the wizard sleeve.
Well, I'm not fascinated by that. I'm not Googling it. And don't anybody tell me. But thank you very much, Liz, for that, because I think Esther and I, that was a bit cathartic, actually.
It was. It's like a session in therapy.
So I hope you've all been shouting at your podcast machine.
Yeah. Saying, oh my God, shut up, girls.
Shut up, or yeah, I agree. Anyway, have a lovely week, and I'll tell you all about Robbie Williams next time we speak.
Yes, exciting.
Ta-ra a bit.
Entertain us, ta-ra a bit.
Ta-ra. Let me entertain you with my grumblings.
You have been listening to Limited Time Only. Brief, small but perfectly formed, just like me.